drop score from each team. And in regards to the individual standings, like I say, the score to beat 27.5, Ben Philippnak and Kokolares for Germany. Georgina Herling, Cooley Now or Never. They were our last rider in the arena yesterday afternoon. They put down a lovely score, 27.9, to sit in second place. And third as it stands for France, Charlotte Bordas and Firewall de Ukuz Z, 28.60. That's the top three individuals currently. Now we head on to our next individual rider in this Young Rider European Championships. Coming forward for France. It's now the turn of Lisa Gautier and Adonis. Adonis, this 13-year-old gelding. Combination who have been part of European Championships previously, but at the junior level. Top 25 at the Junior Europeans in 2021. He placed 23rd there. Very nice half circles. Back into another shoulder in. His movements come up a little bit quicker than we saw this morning in the junior test. Lisa did a fantastic job using her arena, being incredibly accurate. Can be overlooked sometimes, use of the arena and accuracy, but that is what gets you these extra half marks. And it makes a huge difference when it comes to adding up the final score. Good over track in the extended walk. Smooth canter transition. Down this long side, medium canter, really opening up. Back to the collected canter. Combination with top 20 at Arville 2-star short in August. And top 30 in the 3-star short at Jardy back in July. 31.2 was their dressage score there. Good downward transition and back up again in that simple change. Now now for the half pass. Unfortunately, a little break there in that half pass. Just a minor miscommunication. Now for our half circle, stretching down. Very nice stretch on this circle. Just starting to tuck Batoodle's head in a little bit at the end of that stretch. Well, France riding as an individual, Isabella Dornis.
Va a chiudere la sua prova oggi con Lisa Gualtieri per la Francia. Finish her dressage test, Lisa Gualtieri, number 92. Dopo la Francia sarà il turno della Finlandia. Ancora una mazzo in gara.
So we move on to our
Hedwig
next
Wikstr&ouml
individual rider now.
Charm.
Next to join us in the arena will be a rider for Finland. Still the score to beat in this individual session, 27.5, Ben Philipna Kokolares. Last year the individual title went to France's Zézy Godot, but prior to that the last two individual titles have gone to Germany. In fact, the last 6 young rider European champions have either been German or French. So our last 6 individual European champions have been German or French. It wasn't until back in 2015 for Great Britain, Will Furlong took the title. But ever since then it has either been a German or a French rider taking that individual gold home. Of course, last year in the team competition it was Great Britain who took the gold. Germany were in silver and Ireland took the bronze.
Thank you.
And that is how the team stand-ins look at the moment as we head into our second day of dressage. Well, now joining us in the arena, an individual rider for Finland, Hedwig Wikstr&ouml and Kiara's Charm. Nice medium trot to get their test underway. Kiara's Charm, a 14-year-old mare. Combination went to the Junior European Championships in 2019, where they finished 20th at Marsbergen. Have that European Championship experience under their belt. Getting a little bit of a
Il punteggio per Daniel
miscommunication
Miga,
there
classe
in the
sportive,
shoulder in.
giudice in E, 132, giudice in
Regain
C,
Pia Schm&uuml
139,5,
tension.
giudice
Finish
in
off that
N,
shoulder in.
134. Punteggio complessivo è 405,50, la percentuale è 64,37, punti negativi 35,60.
Nice square hold
Daniel Miga,
for the rain back.
Giorgini 132, judge in C
Made the step up
139.5,
to 4-star.
judge in M
20th, Louise Batoodle.
124, total points 405.5, percentage 64 and 37, negative points 35 and 60.
The best this pair have scored at the freestyle long level, 33 exactly at Stragom back in 2020. Now for the simple changes. A little bit argumentative into that downward transition, but a nice upward transition into canter. Much better downward transition this rain. Into their half pass now to the left. Good stretch on this trot circle. Really nice length through the neck. So test complete there for Hedwig Wikstr&ouml and Kiara's Charm. Individual riders for Finland.
Va a chiudere la sua prova Hedwig Wikstr&ouml e Pia Schm&uuml.
So a score in for our first rider to join us today for the second day of dressage. That was Daniel Meyer. And a classic sports field individual rider for Ireland. So judge at E 62.857%, judge at C 66.429%, and our judge at M 63.810%. So a total percentage score of 64.37,
point
and that converts into 35.6 as the penalty mark into 21st position.
Negative point. E quindi c'è una nuova leader nella classifica provvisoria, Elisa Gualtieri per la Francia.
So when we go to our last individual rider, before we move on to the third rotation of team riders.
Anna Ilge adesso con Cornflake Royale numero
So
120.
coming forward now,
Svizzera.
competing as an individual
For
for
Switzerland, Anna
Switzerland.
Ilge number
Here's Anna Il
120.
and Cornflake Royale. Cornflake Royale is 12-year-old mare. Combination only been outside the top 10 once this year from their 5 international runs. And are riding very positively throughout this test. Very smooth downward transition there at C. Now coming to this halt and rein back. Unlike our junior test where the halt and the rein back were separately marked, this is all one mark in this young rider test. A lovely square halt. Really nice rein back steps, a good push off from that hind leg. And a good overtrack in this extended walk. Overtrack, something these judges are really looking for in the extended walk. It's when the hind hoof clears over the imprint from the front hoof. Really showing horses are using their hind end and working over their back. Good downward transition in the simple change. Lovely upward transition. And some of the best results so far this year for this combination. Third place at Bertone del Vivaro in the 3-star short. 32 was their dressage score there. They completed the 3-star long here at Montelibretti. 30.7 they scored in the first phase to pick up 7th place there back in March. So they know the venue and roughly how things work in Montelibretti. Into their final half pass. Nice stretch on the half circle. While completing their test as an individual. And a real cornflake broil. She looks absolutely delighted with that test. We've seen a few people in our juniors and even the young riders post personal best dressage tests at these European Championships this year. Will she be another? We will have to wait and see. Their best at the level is 30.7. Well, talking of results, we have one in, and it's a very good one indeed. Lisa Gualtieri did Adonis for France, riding as an individual from E73.095%, C74.762, and an M71.190. So total percentage score 73.02. Well, it puts them right into the lead. 27 now the score to beat. Pushing Ben Philipnak and Cocolares back into second place, and Georgina Hurling calling now or never for Great Britain into third. So the individual stand-ins: France, Germany, Great Britain. But on we go now to our third rider rotation for the teams. And the first rider for the teams to come forward, riding for Germany. Germany out in front after having two riders ride their test yesterday. But now it's the turn of Pia Schm&uuml and Forever Pleasure N.
Schm&uuml Forever Pleasure N 84.
So very nice medium trot to start the test, and you see Pia opting for the rising trot for the medium. Only two parts of this test that can be ridden in rising trot, and the medium trot is one of them. And later on we will see a half circle where the riders allow the horses to stretch. That also to be ridden in rising trot. The rest must be conducted in sitting trot. Into the second of the shoulder ins. Good walk transition at C.
Hedwig Wikstr&ouml, Pia Schm&uuml, punteggio 134.
Looks like a good halt before they head into their rein back. That halt, one movement you really do want to get right. You're right in front of the president of the ground jury, James Rooney.
Giudice C 135,5, giudice M complessivo di 412,50, percentuale 65,48, 34 e 50 il punteggio negativo. Judging E 134, judging C 143, judging M 135.5. Total points for 112.5.
Forever Pleasure and this 11-year-old mare.
65.48.
This combination have had a very good year so far. Having never been outside the top 5 internationally. And we'll be keeping an eye on their dressage score because they're likely to finish on it. They've jumped double clear from their last 7 international runs. So very, very good jumpers. Into these simple changes, judges looking for 3 to 5 steps of walk. Having a little bit of a miscommunication in the corner there. But well recovered by Pia straight away into this half pass. Real skill in the dressage. If anything goes wrong, you just have to think of it one mark at a time, put it behind you, move on to the next movement. Because there'll be many places these riders can claw the marks back. Now here's this part of the test that can also be ridden in rising trot, this stretch circle, stretch half circle. Completing their test, third rider for Team Germany, Pia Schm&uuml, Forever Pleasure N. Like I say, after 2 riders, it's Germany who are out on front. 62.40 the team total for them. Closely followed by Great Britain, 63.50, and Ireland in third with 64.50. So result in for our individual rider from Finland, Hedwig Wikstr&ouml and Kiara's Charm. E 63.810, C 68.95, and M 64.524. The total percentage is 65.48. So total penalty mark there, 34.50. That pops them into 20th position as it stands. I'll keep you up to date with all the results as they come in. But the score to beat now, set by Lisa Gauthier and Adonis for France, 27 exactly. So 27 set by Lisa Gauthier and Adonis was in fact a personal best at the level for them, and by quite a margin. Their personal best prior to that at the 3-star long level was a 32.4 back in 2022. So what a place to get a personal best at the Young Rider European Championship. Just shows how well these riders have prepared these horses to allow them to peak at the moment where it really does matter.
Free Spirit 102.
Well, we move on to our second team rider coming forwards today on our third rotation of team riders now. Coming forward for Ireland. Ireland currently sat in that bronze medal position after having 2 riders come forward yesterday. They picked up the bronze medal as a team last year in the young rider section. So what can they do this year? Well, a third team rider about to enter the arena. Now time for Godfrey Gibbons and Team Free Spirit. Team Free Spirit, this 11-year-old mare. Combination making that step up from the Junior Europeans to the Young Rider squad now. They were 5th individually at the Junior Europeans last year. It's very striking chestnut. shoulder in down the far side. Judges looking for that 30-degree angle in the shoulder in. Smooth transition back to walk. Next for them will be this rein back. Four smooth rein back steps. Since stepping up to the freestyle level, they've not been outside the top three. They stepped up to freestyle this season. The last two freestyle runs, they've had a freestyle short run at Mill Street where they placed third, finishing on their dressage score 34.2, and likewise in the three-star long at Mallow, finishing on their dressage score there of 33.6 to take second place. So ones we'll keep an eye on because they're getting very good at finishing on this dressage score. Now for their second simple change. Into the first of the half passes. Come back round to a second one, just like we saw earlier today with the juniors, but the juniors had a leg yield rather than a half pass. Nice stretch on that trot stretch circle. So completing their test, third rider for Team Ireland, Godfrey Gibbons, Mill Team 3 Spirit. Making that step up now to the young rider level after their top 5 placing at the Junior Europeans last year. Well, the score has come in for Anna Cornflake Royal, and the judge at E 63.33%, the judge at C 69.286, and the judge at M 68.333. So an overall percentage score of 66.98, and that converts to 33 as a penalty score exactly. So into 16th place.
Judge in C 133, judge in M 143.5. Total points 422. Percentage 66.98.
So Myhola Articus, they drop down one place. And still the score to beat. 27.0 from Lisa Gualtieri and Adornis. Individual riders there from France.
E andiamo a ricordare i giudici di questo campionato europeo Young Rider.
Next rider coming forward will be another French rider, but our third team rider for France. France currently sit in 5th place, having had 2 riders complete their dressage yesterday. 69.80 their team total. They sit behind Italy in 4th.
Punteggio per Pia Schm&uuml e Forever Pressure.
The next rider to join us in the arena,
137, giudice in C.
coming forward for France, is Verane Nicaud and Barney
di
Brotherton.
436, percentuale del 69,21, 30 e 80 i punti negativi. For Pia Schm&uuml, Forever Pressure N. Judging E 137, judging C 151.5, judging M 147.5, percentage 69.21, negative points 30 and 80.
Nice entry, just that unfortunate trip up the centre line as they made that transition down to trot, but on to their medium trot now. Baron did that 12-year-old gelding. Formerly ridden by Matteo Landy to the 4-star level. Very nice half circles straight away back into that shoulder in. Minor hesitation as they first started that rein back, but overall a good rein back, coming in now with a very good score from their last international outing back in June. They picked up the win at Marsbergen in the 3-star long. 29.9 was their dressage score there. That is in fact their best ever dressage score at the 3-star long level. So lovely to see the fellow teammates out to support one another. These team competitions all about camaraderie and showing up for one another throughout the weekend. We'll see tomorrow. This could be some of these riders' first time riding for a team and representing your country. And it can be a very, very different experience to riding for yourself at a normal event and have to ride under team orders and make decisions that maybe they wouldn't have normally made if they were riding at a standard event. But it's all part of the team spirit and making decisions that are right for the team. Gonna put them in great stead if these riders have their eyes set on hopefully one day representing their nation at a senior championship. Now for the second half pass back over to the right. Nice stretch on the half circle. So completing their test, Verane Nicaud, big cheers from the French squad, their third team rider for the French, who are currently sat in 5th place as a team after having 2 riders complete yesterday.
Va a chiudere la sua prova Verane Nicaud con buona d'età.
So a score in for Pia Schm&uuml. Forever Pleasure N for Germany, who we saw a couple of horses ago. Judge at E 65.238, judge at C 72.143, and judge at M 70.238. So 69.21 the total percentage score, 30.8 their final penalty score. That puts them into 10th place. As we head on now to the third team rider for Great Britain. Great Britain, who are currently sat in that silver medal position after having had 2 riders yesterday. But now we turn to Ellie Fredericks. Ellie Fredericks aboard Pure Trendsetter by Future Trend. So Ellie Fredericks, Pure Trendsetter, third rider for Great Britain.
Ellie Fredericks con Pure Trendsetter, Great Britain, number 104.
Pure Trendsetter, just an 8-year-old mare. Selected as one of the horses to compete in the 7-year-old Young Horse World Championship in lling last year in France. Horse that Ellie's been producing up the levels herself. Owned by her mum Lucinda Fredericks and Liz Hills. Nice transition back to walk at C. Next for them, the rein back in the middle of the arena. True test of straightness. As we saw in the junior test when they were able to do the rein back at C, they had a side of the arena just to help them, whereas these young riders really showing off the straightness of their horses. Combination second place at Hartbury Freestyle Long last year. Finishing on their dressage score of 30.3. That's the best they've ever scored at the 3-star long level. Nice medium canter down that long side, really showing a difference between the collected canter and the medium canter. Now, the 10-meter circle A. Nice simple change across the arena there. Nation took part in the 8 and 9-year-old advanced section at Aston Lewis recently. Placing 5th there. They firmly have their eyes set on stepping up to the 4-star level next year. Ellie, of course, riding at that advanced level with her stallion Britannia's Mel. Good half pass back over to the right. Lovely trot on this half circle. Wanting these horses to stretch down nice long and low. Use their back. Well, completing the test there, Ellie Fredericks, pure trendsetter. She looked absolutely delighted with that, with this 8-year-old mare. Third rider there for the British squad.
Britain. She finished her test.
So scores in for Godfrey Gibbons, third rider for the Irish squad, and Will Team Free Spirit. Our judge at E, 64.286. Judge at C, 69.524. And judge at M, 67.857%. Negative total percentage is 67.22. And a final penalty mark, 32.8.
Rose Fr&uuml, Rose
They head into 16th position.
117 the number. So
Ahead of them there is 4 riders all on the same score, 32.5. So it's going to be a very, very interesting cross-country day tomorrow. These scores are extremely close and every second is going to count on cross-country. 0.4 of a penalty for every second over the optimum time. And when the scores are this close, every second counts. Well, on we go now for our third team rider for Austria. Next to go for them is Amy Rose Fr&uuml and Gin Tonic 150. Gin tonic 11-year-old gelding. This combination no strangers to Montelibretti. They won here back in March in the Young Rider 3-star. Another one of our riders taking that step up to the young rider level now. They were inside the top 40 last year at the Junior Europeans at Hartbury, placing 37th there. Now made that step up to the young rider level. Fantastic when these riders make that step up and are selected for the squad within their first year of stepping up. Lovely over track in this extended walk. Bold medium canter down the long side. Into the collected canter. Now for these simple changes. Good transition down. And back up again. Average dressage at international levels for this pair, 37.9. An unfortunate little stumble in the downward transition, but well recovered and a good upward transition out the other side. Into that second half pass over to the right. Very nice stretch down on this half circle in trot. Completing their test, Amy Rose Fr&uuml, Gin Tonic 150, third rider there for the Austrian team.
Va a chiudere la sua prova Amy Rose Fr&uuml, l'Austria con Gin Tonic, finish her dressage test. Amy Rose.
So a score is in for Verane Nicaud and Barney Brotherton.
Adesso l'Italia di Edoardo Fortini e con lo show time
E64.048, C65.476 and M68.571. Total percentage score 66.03 and a total penalty score there of 34. Into 19th position.
In C 137.5, giudice NM 155. Complessivo è di 416 punti, percentuale del 66,03, punti negativi 34. Poi Verane Nicaud France, 134.5, 137.5, 150.5. Total points 416.
So next to join us in the ring will be for the
66.3,
home nation.
Negative point.
Team rider for the home nation coming forward soon will be Edoardo Fortini. Part of that Italian team who currently sat in 4th place after 2 riders. .80 the team score as it stands. They're just behind Ireland, who are on at 64.50. So the bell goes for our next rider from the home nation, 3rd team rider, Edoardo Fortini and Cooley Showtime. Good medium trot to start off their test. Cooley Showtime, a 14-year-old gelding. Combination placed 2nd at the 3-star young rider class here in Montelibretti in March. Cooley Showtime, formerly show jumped by Janelle Price in 2016 and 2017 up to the 130 height. Straight rein back there. Good over track in the extended walk. Nice stretch out with the head. Good transition up to canter. Now this medium canter down the long side. Edoardo and Cooley Showtime picked up top 10 finish back in July at Avanche in the 3-star short there. dressage score in the freestyle short there was 32.9. But the best that they have had at the 3-star long level, 40.6. Got 4 steps of walk there in the simple change. Judges looking for between 3 and 5 steps of walk between the 2 canter transitions. Cooley Showtime just wanting to continue the canter on a little bit longer than Edoardo had wanted. Half pass back over to the right. Now for our half circle, allowing the horse just to stretch down. Well, completing the test there for the home nation team of Italy.
L'applauso per Edoardo
Fortini.
Fortini, Italia.
Cooley Showtime.
Showtime va a chiudere la sua prova. Edoardo Fortini finisce in test for Italy. Ellie Fredericks.
The score is in for Ellie Fredericks, pure trendsetter. Well, a very good score indeed from the judge at E, 73.571. Judge at C, 73.810. Judge at M, 69.048. So a total percentage score, 72.14. And a total penalty score of 27.9, a personal best at the 3-star long level. Ellie looked absolutely delighted when she finished her test, and quite rightly so. Same score as fellow Brit Georgina Hurling and Cooley, now or never. So into joint 3rd place there, 27.9. Now we turn to the 3rd rider for the Netherlands. Netherlands, who are currently sat in 6th place after 2 riders. On a score of 70.80, but we'll see what a 3rd rider can bring to the arena. Now it is the turn of Kirsty Snelling and Nikki's Gambler. Nikki's Gambler is 12-year-old gelding. Making a good start to the test so far. Lovely rhythm in these 2 half circles, straight back into the shoulder in. best dressage score this pair have posted at the 3-star long level, 31.8. Nice overtrack in the extended walk. The best dressage score, 31.8, came from the 3-star long completion in Kronenberg in June this year. Placed 8th there. We've also had a win at the 2-star level at the start of the year, finishing on their dressage score of 27.6. Next for them are these half passes. Riders must ride a bit of a straight line before they head into the half pass. Half pass to the right. So completing their test there, Kirsty Snelling and Nicky's Gambler, third rider for the Netherlands.
Va a chiudere la sua prova Kirsty Snelling e Gambler.
After 2 riders, Netherlands sat in 6th place as a team.
L'Olanda.
Well, a score is in for Amy Rose Fr&uuml. Gin Tonic 150 for Austria. Judge E 64.762, Judge C 69.524, and Judge M 71.190. Total percentage score there of 68.49. Converts to a total penalty score of 31.5 into 12th place. Pushing Heather O'Connor, HSH has it all for Ireland, down into 13th place.
39.5. Total points for under 15.5. Percentage
So our
65.
top 9 all sub 30. But score still to beat. Posted by Lisa Gualtieri and Adonis, 27 exactly. So currently it's France out in front on the individual standings. Last time there was a young rider European Championship in Montelibretti back in 2016. It was a French rider who took the gold medal individually there, Marie-Charlotte Fuss and Silas Delaney. Now we move on to our final rider before a short break. It's the third team rider for Sweden. It's now the turn of Anna Everson Savan and Electronic. Electronic 14-year-old gelding. By Cartier. Combination part of the Young Rider Europeans last year at Hartbury. Just outside the top 30 there, placed 33rd. Nice transition back to walk there at sea as they prepare. Coming round now for their halt to rein back. A little bit of tension creeping through. An unfortunate break to trot. Electronic finding this dressage all far too boring. Would much rather be out on the cross country tomorrow. And that is most certainly the place that this combination shine. They've never had a cross-country jumping penalty in their international career together. And they're doing a fantastic job of just keeping her cool. And going on from each movement to movement. It's a skill in itself just to stay nice and calm in the dressage arena. If it starts to slightly unravel. She's doing a super job so far. Medium canter down that long side. Most recent form from the pair, they head over to Lemullion back in July. And when they were over there in the freestyle short, picked up a top 15 finish. 40.4 was their dressage that day. Placed 15th overall. Best dressage test at the 3-star long level, 39.4 in Stragom 3-star long last year. Tension creeping through in places, but Anna just riding with a lot of maturity. As soon as the dressage is done, they can crack on to what they enjoy tomorrow. Now for this half circle of trot, just allowing the horse to stretch down. Actually doing a nice stretch down, seeing as there's been some tension creeping in throughout the test. So Anna, Everson, Savan and Electronic completing their test there for Sweden. Anna doing a fantastic job of just keeping her cool. Now they can move on to their favourite phase tomorrow, the cross country. Combination never had a cross country jumping penalty together.
10 minutes.
So they were our last rider before a short 10-minute break. But I have a score in for our last Italian rider, Edoardo Fortini, Cooley short showtime. Judge at E 62.381, judge at C 69.048, judge at M 66.429, so total percentage score is 65.95, 34.1 the final score, so into 22nd position. So I'll keep you up to date with all the scores when we're back after our short 10-minute break. So don't go far because we'll be back underway at 4:34 Central European Summertime. So stay tuned on FEI.tv for the final session of our Young Rider Dressage in the Young Rider Europeans Montelibretti.
Punti per Kirsty Snelling e Nixie Gambler, giudice in E 135, giudice in C 152, giudice in M 155 e 5. For Kirsty Snelling, judge in E 135, judge in C 152, judge in M 155.5. Total points 442.5, percentage 70-24, negative points 34 and 10. E quindi percentuale del 70 e 24 per Nixie Gambler e Kirsty Snelling, 34-10 i punti negativi. Allora il punteggio per Everson Svane, Electronic, Sweden, Judge in E 115, Judge in C 114.5, Judge in M 119, total point 348.5, percentage 55.32, and the negative points 44 and 17. Quindi il punteggio per la mansione svedese è 348,50 complessivi, percentuale del 55,32, 44,70 i punti negativi.
Welcome back to FEI.tv. I'm Rosie Russell and I'll be taking you through this last section of horses we have coming forward for the day in the FEI European Eventing Championship for young riders in Montelibretti.
Number 90.
We've had 12 riders come forward so far. We have another 12 in this final session. As now we're joined by an individual rider for Norway, Louise Batoodle, and she brings forward Uzilia. Very expressive medium trot to kick things off in their test. Score to beat as it currently stands from France is Lisa Gualtieri and Adonis. They posted a 27. Uzilia, this 13-year-old mare. Their best placing at the 3-star level was in April 2022 when they were 5th in Sopot, 3-star short. Square halt there before their rein back. Four steps. Now for this extended walk. Good over track in the extended walk. Could have a tiny little bit more purpose and energy to the walk, but even so, a nice over track. Good transition up to cant. Now for this medium canter down the long side. Combination of her 2 top 10 placings at the freestyle level this year so far. One of them coming in June in Vista in the freestyle short, where they placed 10th. 37.4 was their dressage score there, and their most recent one in July when they took a trip to Avanche, finishing 9th place there. Dressage score in Avanche 34.3. A little bit of tension creeping in at the start of their simple change. Their best ever dressage score at the 3-star long level came in 2022 when they posted 31.2 in Le Moulin 3-star long. Nice stretch down on their half circle. Well, completing their test, Louise Batoodle and Uzelia, individual riders for Norway. As we have a score in for Anna Everson Savane and electronic from our judge at E 54.762, judge at C 54.524, and our judge at M 56.667. 55.32 the total percentage, which converts to 44.7 as their final penalty score into 34th position.
Zelia finisce il test, risulta da Norway, Zelia, number 90.
As we'll be continuing on with another individual rider.
Next to go, Lotta Lamberg. Coming like a rose.
So the score to beat still, that 27 posted this afternoon by Lisa Gualtieri and Adonis for France. Will we see history repeat itself? Last time these Young Rider Championships were in Montelibretti, it was a fellow French rider who took the individual gold medal, Marie-Charlotte Fus and Silla Zilani. That was back in 2016. Now we turn our attention to an individual rider from Finland, Lotta Lamberg, and come in like a rose. Riding as an individual Finn, Lotta Lamberg, and Come In Like a Rose. Come In Like a Rose, an 11-year-old mare. An unfortunate break in that medium trot early on. Combination have had 5 runs at the 2 and 3 star level this season, and have only been outside the top 15 once, which that was a 20th place, so never outside the top 20 at all this season. Their most recent success came in August at Arville in the 2-star short. Posted a 29.4 there. Picked up 2nd place. Nice walk transition at sea. So nearly a square halt before their rein back. Very slight tension coming through in the extended walk. The most recent success at the 3-star long level came back in June at Stragon, where they picked up an 8th place there. 34.1 was their dressage score at Stragon in that 3-star long, which is in fact their best at the level so far. Lovely downward transition for the simple change, and a nice canter transition back up again. Four steps of walk between the simple change. Exactly what the judges are looking for, between 3 to 5. Now into their half passes. Make their way round for this half circle, where they just allow the horses to stretch. Head going down nicely, but could take the nose out a little bit more. Well, finishing their test there, Lotta Lamberg come in like a rose. Individual riders for Finland.
Va a chiudere la sua prova Lotta Lamberg con Come Like a Rose.
Well, we have a score in for
La Finlandia.
our individual rider from Norway, Louise Batoodle and Euselia. From our judge at E, 62.619. Our judge at C, 65% exactly. And our judge at M, 65.476. So a total percentage score, 64.37. That converts to 35.60 penalties. And we go into joint 28th place.
Isabella von R&ouml.
3 riders now on 35.6.
Il punteggio di Louise
Of course, Louise Batoodle and Euselia. Salome Potson and Bosdeo Jones for France, and also Daniel Meyer Classic Sportfield for Ireland.
La percentuale 35-60 invece è il punteggio negativo per Louise Batoodle, Euselia.
And now we head on to an individual rider for Germany coming forwards. It's the turn of Isabella von R&ouml and Bob.
Percentage 64-37, negative point 35 and 60.
An expressive medium trot to start their test off. Bob, this 12-year-old. Combination who have the ability to post some very low scores in the first phase. Their best at the level, at the freestyle long level, 25. They picked up that 25 at the Milan freestyle long back in July, where they finished 5th place overall. Four clear steps of rain back. Exactly what the judges are looking for. It's all about being as accurate as possible in these tests. If the judges ask for 4, you know what to do exactly 4. Gives you these extra half marks, which make a huge difference when it comes to the final score. They've also recently had another mid-20s dressage at the 3-star level, this time the 3-star short at Hamburg, where they posted a 26.4, where they went on to finish 9th place. Nice transition back up to canter from that simple change. Into the 10-meter circle at C. Really nice simple change. Downward transition especially was very relaxed. See the full German team coming out to watch Isabella. Beauty of these European Championships, the camaraderie of the team is just exceptional. Gives these riders a first taste. They have their eyes set on the likes of championship teams in the future and the senior level. What it's like to be part of a team representing your country. Good stretch down on the half circle. Well, completing their test as individual riders for Germany, Isabella von R&ouml and Bob. Rather excited by the fellow Germans' enthusiasm.
Va a chiudere la sua prova Thompson e Gualtieri Blue.
So the score still to beat. 27 from Lisa Gualtieri and Adonis for France. Top three as it stands at the moment. Lisa out in front, like I say, of 27. Then Philipp Nack and Cocolares for Germany in second. And it's joint third for the Brits at the moment. Georgina Herling, Cooley Now or Never, and Ellie Fredericks, pure trendsetter, both posting 27.9, so they sit in joint third position. As we're next to be joined by another individual rider. This time for Switzerland.
Adesso la svizzera Angelica Dubach con il suo Michigan. Vado a conoscere la presa mail. Totale 121 per bisogno.
We had a fellow Swiss individual, Anna Il Cornflake Royale, in earlier on today. They posted a 33. What can our next Swiss individual come up with? Angelica Dubach and Fleur de Chignon. We see Angelica choosing to rise for her medium trot. Absolutely fine. That's one of the movements where these riders get to choose if they'd like to rise or sit for their medium trot. The rest of the test, other than the stretch circle near the end, must be ridden in sitting trot. Fleur de Chignon, just an 8-year-old mare. Placed second in Arezzo 3-star long back in May. Well, a nice square halt for the rein back. Nearly a stutter forwards. Angelica did a good job of making it happen there. So that 31.1 is their best they've ever scored at the freestyle long level. They've been as low as 29 at the 2-star level. Now coming round to their simple changes. Judges looking for 3 to 5 steps of walk between the 2 canter transitions. Simple changes there from Angelica Dubach. Nice simple changes across the arena there. Now they head for their half pass. Having to head straight down that centre line, a true test of straightness, because the half pass doesn't start on the left rein until L and doesn't start until I on this rein. So test of straightness and then a test of suppleness as they head across the arena. Nice stretch down on the half circle. Judges looking for a forward and downward stretch over the back in that half stretch of a circle. Well, completing their test as an individual for Switzerland, Angelica Dubach, Fleur-de-Chignon, big hugs there. You can really see how much it means to these riders to be at these European Championships. Just to be selected really is an achievement by itself.
A chiudere la sua prova, la sua ripresa, Angelica Dubach.
So we have a score in for Lotta Lamberg, come in like a rose. And the judge at E 61.667. Our judge at C 64.524%. Our judge at M 67.857. So a total percentage score there of 64.68 for Lotta Lamberg, come in like a rose. That converts to a total penalty score of 35.30 into 28th place.
Tanto il punteggio per Lotta Lamberg.
So as it stands,
Judge E
top 10
129.5, Judge in
sub
C
30.
135.5, Judge in M 142.5, total point
But it's very,
407.5.
very close indeed.
Percentage 64,
Two riders
68 negative
On
points.
29.4, we have 2 riders on 27. Beg your pardon, on 27.9.
107.50.
Cross country is really going to play its part tomorrow, because 0.4 of a time penalty for every second over that optimum time. So it really is all to play for, and time is going to matter. And the dressage is as close as it is here in Montelibretti, in these young riding European Championships. Well, now we move on to the final rider for Team Germany. They were in the lead after their first two riders. Their final rider coming forward now, Kaya Thompson. Kaya bringing forward Cool Charlie Blue. Cool Charlie Blue by Cyberspace. Cool Charlie Blue with 12-year-old gelding. Very expressive medium trot to start their test. Combination that made the step up to 4-star at the back end of last year. Jumping clear around straight on 4-star. Picking up a top 15 place there at Stragon in the 4-star short, placing 13th. Got the 4 steps of rain back. Track in the extended walk, and a nice transition up to canter. Now for this medium canter down the long side. Best ever score at the level came this year when they went to Le Moulin in the 3-star long. 28.5 they scored there. And in fact took the win there in Le Moulin 3-star long. Jumped double clear. And they've also had a good top 5 placing in the 3-star short at Hambach. Another event where they jumped double clear, posting a 30.1 in the dressage. And for their second half pass. Very nice stretch in this half circle, really stretching down and out. That's what the judges are looking for. So completing their test, final rider for Team Germany, Kaja Thompson, Cool Charlie Blue.
Va a chiudere la sua prova Kaja Thompson, Cool Charlie Blue.
Getting quite excited by the enthusiasm from the fellow German supporters.
Dressage test, Kaja Thompson, Germany. Intanto abbiamo un risultato importante, sempre per la Germania. Isabella von R&ouml, il miglior punteggio, 25,50.
Well, we have a score in for Isabella von R&ouml and Bob for Germany.
Questo è il risultato, andiamo a dare il
Well,
nello
it's a very good
specifico.
one indeed.
For
E
Germany, new leader, Isabella von
75.524. C 75.714. M 73.333. So a total percentage score there of 74.52.
469.5.
Gives them a total penalty score of 25.50. They head up into the lead, pushing Lisa Gualtieri, Adornis for France back into second, 25.5. The score to beat as we head into our final few riders in this Young Rider European Championship.
And she's the new leader, Isabella von R&ouml of Germany.
So as it currently stands, Germany heading up the individuals. There with Isabella von R&ouml. France currently sitting second and Germany in third. With Ben Philip Nack and Coca Laretz.
Sull'Irlanda di Chloe Fagen, Montelibretti Z. 113.
As now we head on to Team Ireland, the final rider for the Irish team. Chloe Fagen and Montelibretti Z. Very nice medium trot to start their test off. Montelibretti Z, a 14-year-old gelding. And another combination who could be very smart in the first phase. Their personal best at the freestyle long level 25.7. That result came this year at Mill Street Freestyle Long, where they jumped double clear to finish 14th. Square halt there before their rein back. Four nice steps of rein back. You want to see the horses pushing off from that final hind leg as they head off back into walk. Good over track in this extended walk. Nice lengthening of the frame. Next is the medium canter down this long side of the arena. Right in front of the eye line of our judge at E, Helen Brettle from Great Britain. From their last 6 international runs together, they have only been outside the top 15 once. Which that was 23rd at Burnham Market this year. Into the first of the half pass. Straight background down the centre line. Very accurate there. These half pass must finish between the letters V and K. Points are awarded for your accuracy, so making sure you hit the exact letters really does matter in these tests. Picking up every half mark possible makes a huge difference. While completing their test for Team Ireland, Chloe Fagen, Montelibretti Z, huge cheers from the crowd. She looks absolutely delighted with that test.
Va a chiudere con le Fagen con lling Z per l'Irlanda. Finisce il test Chloe Fagen for Ireland con lling Z, number 11 and 13. Adesso proseguiremo con la Francia, con Ina Saiga, Casanova d'Isla, numero 88.
So Ireland, they picked up that bronze medal last year at the Young Rider Europeans in Hartbury. They were sat in bronze medal position as they started today, having had 2 riders complete.
E l'applauso per il binomio irlandese.
As we turn to another team rider next in the arena. This time it will be for France.
Punteggio per Angelica Dubach per le Chignon. 136,5 e 143,5 in C. 143,5 in M.
So next to join us, team rider, final team rider for France. It is the turn of Minasaya
Angelica Dubach
and Casanova d'Isle.
136.5 in C, 143.5, 143.5. Judge in M. Percentage 67.22. Negative point 52.80.
Unfortunate break early on in the medium trot. Just managing to regain themselves, finish off that second half. combination who are capable of a low 30s, late 20s dressage at the level. Casanovidar's an 11-year-old, formerly ridden to 4-star by Maxime Livio. Square halt there before coming into the rein back. Got the 4 steps of rein back. Combination back in May who picked up top 5 placing in Jardy in the freestyle short, picking up 4th there. 30.5 was their dressage score, jumped double clear. Beautiful over track in the extended walk. That is when the hind leg steps over the footprint from the front leg, really showing the horses working over their back, engaging their hind end. Now they come round for their simple changes. First set of simple changes across this diagonal. Three to 5 steps of walk needed between. They had exactly that. Nice simple change across the centre line there. Very fluent in their transitions. Into the first of the half passes. Shoulders started to lead in the second half of it. Over to the right. So completing their test for Team France in Sire and Casanova de Arles.
Casanova de Isla, la Francia. Finish our test in Sayag for France. Tanto diamo il punteggio di Kaya Thompson e con Charlie Blue.
So we have some scores coming in, and this time for Kaya Thompson, Cool Charlie Blue, our judge at E 67.857, judge at C 73.81, and our judge at M 68.571, total percentage score of 70.08, 29.9 the final penalty score. So same as fellow German Paula Reinsdorf and Lara W. So they make their way into joint 11th.
Percentage 78, 29 and 9. The negative points So, for the Germany,
But it's
the
still
total
out in front
medal
for
points
Germany.
Are 90.6.
Isabella von R&ouml and Bob. 25.5 the score to beat. We have 5 riders left to come forward in this Young Rider European Championship. For the dressage phase anyway, we'll be back tomorrow for a full day of cross country.
For Great Britain, Barney Brotherton con FEI King Nelson, number 115. Adesso la Gran
Our
Bretagna
next
con
rider to
Barney
join us
Brotherton, anche questo
in
di
the
nuovo
arena,
di
team
attenzione,
rider,
che
final
fa
team
parte
rider
della squadra.
for Great Britain. Great Britain reigning Young Rider European champions from last year at Hartbury on home soil. Can they do it again this year? Well, their final rider coming in as part of the team, Barney Brotherton, DHI King Nelson. DHI King Nelson, an 8-year-old. Beautiful striking black horse. An impressive medium trot to start things off. Into the first of the shoulder in. Judges looking for that 30-degree angle on their shoulder in. Another nice shoulder in there from Barney. DHI King Nelson. Combination who took second at Bicton 3-star long earlier on this year. That is in fact where they picked up their best ever dressage test at the level 28.1. Fantastic over track in this extended walk. Good lengthening of the frame. Bicton, quite the happy hunting ground for this pair. Back end of last year in October. They went for the 3-star short there. Placed second again. 30.2 was their dressage score. Jump double clear. Unfortunately, that ring of the bell does mean an error of course. Barney just missing out the 10-metre circle down at A, but coming round to do it again. So just be -2 on the score sheet there. But now Barney just has to put that behind him, focus on what is left of the test into the simple changes. Good downward transition, very slightly coming a little bit above the bit. But on the whole, a good simple change. Round to this 10-metre circle up at C. Very nice 10-metre circle. Now for the second lot of simple change. Barney competed up to the 4-star short level himself with his other ride, Cash Casino. Haven't had top 15 finishes there at the 4-star short level. Good half pass over to the right. Now for this half stretch circle. Really lovely stretch down. PHI King Nelson stretching down and out with the neck. That's what the judges are looking for. So completing their test, final rider for Team GB, Barney Brotherton, DHI King Nelson.
Chiude la sua ripresa Barney Brotherton, DH King Nelson, la Gran Bretagna.
As we have a
Finishing
score
test,
and
Barney
it's all
Brotherton.
change on the leaderboard.
Intanto il punteggio di
This time the score comes in for Chloe Fagen and Conte Linear Z.
Ireland, judging
Final
E,
rider for Team Ireland
56,
from our judge at E, 74.286. Judge at C, 73.810. And our judge at M, 74.762. Total percentage score is 74.29. 25.7 the total penalty score. They head into second place, just behind Isabella von R&ouml and Bob, 25.5. Still the score to beat, but they push Lisa, Gualtieri and Adonis back into third place. The dressage really hotting up in this final section of Young Rider European Championship Dressage.
Negative point 32 and 60. So for Ireland team, the new.
But we are far from done. We have
Score
4
is,
riders left to go, and it can all still change on the leaderboard.
Score is 100.8.
As we now turn our attentions to the final team rider for Austria. It's turn of Robin Hringer and Highlight 9. Highlight 9 is 12-year-old Geldin. Combination who were at the Young Rider Europeans last year. Placed just outside the top 30, 32nd. So they have that Young Rider European Championship experience under their belt, coming back now for their second year. Slightly abrupt transition to walk at sea. They make their way around now to their rainback, this Holton rainback, all one mark in this Young Rider test. In the juniors it was separately marked, but here all one mark, a lovely square hole. And a straight rainback. Best dressage score that they have posted at a 3-star long level, 34.8. That came back in 2021. From Palmanova. Exuberant transition up to canter. Now for the medium canter down the long side. Coming round now to the simple changes across the diagonal. Judges looking for 3 to 5 steps of walk. You've got the walk in between the transitions. Combination who were part of the Nations Cup team in Avanche at the 4-star level. So made that step up to 4-star already. Lots of team experience under their belt with the Europeans last year, and of course then part of the Nations Cup team. Now for their half pass. They've had 9 3-star runs together. And they've been top 5 in 4 of them. Nice stretch down on the half circle. So completing their test, final rider for Team Austria. Verane Nicaud and highlight 9. So just 3 riders left to go in this Young Rider European Eventing Championship. 3 riders left to go, of course, for the dressage phase. Because we'll be back again tomorrow on FEI.tv to follow all the cross-country action across the juniors and the young riders. Two fantastic tracks designed by Peter Hassenobler. And of course, if you've missed any of the action over the last 2 days of dressage in the juniors or the young riders, you can go back to FEI.tv and relive it all. Watch back the 2 days of action and take a look at some of the stellar tests that we have had, including our current leader Isabella von R&ouml and Bob. 25.5 is the score to beat. So as it stands on our juniors who finished their dressage earlier on today, it's Team Germany who are out in front for the juniors, 77.30. Great Britain Currently sat in silver medal position, 81.40, and it's France in the bronze medal position, 82.30.
Orlandi, quality in time. 85, numero di pettorale per loro.
But we now turn our attention to the final rider for the home nation, coming forwards for Italy.
Quality in time.
The bell has gone for Matteo Landy and quality in time. Quality in time by ABS Quality. Popular stallion among many eventers. Well, a very nice medium trot across the long diagonal. Quality in time, a 14-year-old gelding. Combination who were at the Young Rider Europeans last year, where they placed 20th at Hartbury. Is in fact where they posted their personal best ever dressage score at the 3-star long level of 33.3. Four straight steps of rein back. Into the extended walk. Lovely big over track in the extension. Good transition up to canter. Transition right in front of our President of the Grand Jury, James Rooney for Ireland. We have Helen Brittle for Great Britain at E, and Clanice Atolica for Italy at M. Very nice simple change across the centre line there. It's a combination who stepped up to the 4-star level at the back end of last year and has since had 2 top 10 placings at 4-star. 7th here in Montelibretti in November, and took the 5th in Kronenberg June this year. Now into their half pass to the left to start with. Good half pass over, finishing between S and M. Huge cheers from the home nation there.
E arriva
Matteo
una
Landy,
buona prestazione,
quality in time,
applauso
completing their
per i
dressage
colori
test. Final
azzurri
rider
per la prova
for
di
Team
quality
Italy.
time. Matteo Landy va a salutare la giuria di questo campionato d'Europa. Alberto James Rooney e Cleoni Cattolico. Quality in time Matteo Landy per l'Italia. Andiamo adesso a dare i punteggi di Barney Brotherton e King Nelson.
So we've had a score in for Barney Brotherton, DHI, King Nelson.
45.5.
Lovely test from them, just one minus that. Now they're halfway through.
Judging at 150.
But from our judge at E, 69.286. Our judge at C, 72.381. And our judge at M, 71.429. So that gives them a total percentage score of 71.03 and a total penalty score of 29. So into 8th place on the leaderboard. Still leading the way there, Isabella von R&ouml and Bob, 25.5 the score to beat. So Great Britain filling 4 of the top 10 spaces.
Numero 83 di pettorale, loro rappresentano l'Olanda.
Just 2 riders left to go now in our FEI European Eventing Championship for Young Rider Dressage. And it's the final team rider for the Netherlands. Now the turn of Puck Boosters and Image of Roses. Image of Rose is a 15-year-old gelding. Combination who went to the Junior European Championships in 2021. Just outside the top 30 there, picking up the 33rd position. Nice walk transition just slightly after the letter C. We've got the 4 steps of rain back. Puck's just doing a great job of just trying to manage Image of Roses so no tension creeps in. Transition up to canter. Now for the medium canter down the long side. Combination was second at 3-star short this year, back in June at Marsbergen. Posted a 27 in the first phase there, jumped double clear. Now for their second set, simple change. Nice transition back up to the canter. Their personal best dressage score at the 3-star long level. Came at Kronenberg last year, 32.4. Now for the half circle, having a stretch, very nice stretch on that circle. While completing their test, final rider for the Netherlands, Puckmunsters and Image of Roses.
E va a chiudere la sua prova Puck Winchesters, Image of Roses, Netherlands. Finisce il dressage test, Puck Winchesters, Image of Roses.
Now the score is in for Robin Erkinger. Highlight 9. Judge at E 63.33%. Judge at C 65.714. And our judge at M 65.238. Total percentage score 64.76. So that converts into 35.2 penalties and into 35th position as it stands.
35,20, punteggio negativo, highlight Robin Kinger 64,76 invece la percentuale.
So just one rider left to go in our FEI European Eventing Championship Young Rider Dressage.
Punteggio
Coming forward as an individual for Sweden. It's the turn of Amanda Anderson. Bringing forward double carrot.
Il giudice in C, 149,5 il giudice in M. Siamo arrivati, signori, all'ultimo binomio riguarda questa prova di dressage. Amanda Anderson, double carrot, numero 123. Loro decidono per la Svezia. For Sweden now Amanda Anderson, double carrot. E così l'Italia si porta a 96 punti negativi. Quarta posizione, for position for Italy with 96 negative points.
Amanda Anderson, double carrot. Final riders of the day here in Montelibretti. Double carrot, just an 8-year-old gelding. Lovely medium trot. Start their test off. Combination who took the win in the 3-star short. You know her in June. finishing on their dressage score of 27.7. They've since then been to Ravsbergen in the 3-star long. 29.5 was their dressage score there to place second. Straight rein back. Their test at Marsbergen 3-star long was in fact their personal best at the level 29.5. So they have the ability to break that 30 barrier. Nice 10-metre circle A, coming round now to their simple changes. Four strides of walk in between the two. Perfect. Their judges looking for between 3 and 5 steps of walk. Smooth transition back down to trot. Now for their half pass. Good crossing steps there over to the left. And back over now to the right. Nice relaxed stretch down in the half circle. So final rider for our Young Rider European Championship Dressage just did a final halt and salute. Competing as an individual there for Sweden, Amanda Anderson, double carrot. She's absolutely delighted with that test. As I know that we have had a score come in for Italy. Matteo Landy, quality in time. Our judge at E, 69.762. Judge at C, 70.952, and our judge at M, 71.190. 29 for the final score. So puts them joint ninth, I believe, with Eric, Winja Eriksdotter-Ruben and Hakuna Matata 9 for Sweden, and Anja Shrolowski and K 29.4. All those three riders on the same score.
And so we have a finish.
Two scores yet to come in.
Second part of
But after
in
2 days of dressage, currently out in front, Isabella von R&ouml and Bob.
Tomorrow
For Germany, as individual 25.5. Their dressage score. Second as it stands, Chloe Fagen, Comte Linear Z, 25.7 for Ireland. third at the moment, Elisa Gualtieri Adonis for
noi
France 27.
siamo in attesa delle ultime
And
schede.
as we work our way down, fourth place as it stands at the moment
La giornata
is
di gara.
Ben Philip Nuck and Cocalares for Germany 27.5. Joint fifth, Ellie Fredericks, pure trendsetter, and Georgina Hurling, Cooley Now or Never, both riding for Great Britain 27.9. And into seventh place, Charlotte Bordas, Firewall des Ussels Z 28.6. Into eighth there, Barney Brotherton, DHI King Nelson, score of 29 exactly. And we have three, like I said, joint ninth, Winja Eriksdotten-Ruben, Anja Strelowski and Matteo Landy, all on that score of 29.4, rounding out the top 10 there. Kirsty Snelling and Nikki's Gambler 29.8. Now do be sure to join us tomorrow on FEI.tv. We'll be bringing you all the action from the juniors and the young rider cross country. So be sure to tune in tomorrow to keep up to date with all that will unfold. It's an exciting day of cross country. These scores are so close. Every second is going to count out on the course. So I hope you all have a lovely evening, and we'll be back tomorrow on FEI.tv for Cross Country Day at the FEI Eventing European Championship for juniors and young riders.
Intanto il punteggio di Image of Roses, Duke Beach Stars, 139,5 in E, 141,5 in C, 143 in M. Questo risultato 424 complessivi, 67 e 30 la percentuale, 32,70 i punti negativi. Big Beach Stars, judging E 139.5, in C 141.5, judging M 143. Total points 424, percentage 67-30, negative points 32 and 70 for Image of Roses and Top Binge Stars. Il risultato per Amanda Anderson, double carat, judging E 140.5, judging C 149.5, judging M 145. Total points 435, 69.05, the percentage, negative point 31. E quindi signori mandiamo in archivio questa giornata, domani giornata dedicata al cross, inizieremo alle ore 9:30 e quindi la classifica provvisoria vede la Gran Bretagna, l'Irlanda, Germania, Olanda, Italia, Francia, Svezia e Austria. Signori, buon pomeriggio, buona serata a tutti quanti. Domani, dedicata al cross.